Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day.
Thank you, Tail Feather.
One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out. Had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand we have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it on down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. And it was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back racing here tonight, ready to go for the Nationwide Truck Series, the LongHorn Run 201 here tonight, presented by Tint World. Thank you for coming out here tonight. We are ready to go. Green flag racing in a mere minutes. Right now, qualifying underway as we have 3 rounds, including tonight, left of the season. This one ticking down in a hurry. Point situation pretty much, well, if you're a certain person involved in this, you're in good shape. Everybody else, not so much. That certain person, Tony Blake Brewer, he's just got to put some runs together to finish off the amazing season he's already had. But we are ready to go. 7 minutes of qualifying coming up. Burn back with us here tonight. We got a couple more trucks back here. Doug with us. Tracy Bethel, there is your points leader, Tony Blake Brewer. Jimmy right there in the 18. He's hoping for a miracle here tonight. He is trying to close back in. We'll see how it works out. Will Dustin Stevens find more speed here tonight in the 86? He's been looking for speed throughout the season. Has gotten better as this season's grind on. And now that we make it to Texas, we'll see what Dustin Stevens in that 86 can do here tonight. There is the 86 In-N-Out Burger Machine rolling into turn 3 and 4. 7th on the qualifying charts right now. Vern, top of the board. Good run for Vern. You know, the thing with Vern Hawkins, if he'd have made more races this season, I think he'd have been in the running for the championship. Just one of those things. Not able to make as many races as your points leader, kind of put him in a bad spot to do anything points-wise, but still a very good season out of that 3 truck this year. Tony Blake Brewer, though, top of the board. Yet again, trying to sweep those bonus points that we've talked about all year, which is partly why he's where he's at. I know it's a 2+ heart thing for Tony, right? Good finishes, but getting bonus points. Bonus after bonus after bonus for Tony Blake Brewer. So there we go. Right now, field going to roll through. There's the 20 machine of Tony Blake Brewer in great shape going here tonight. There's Floyd in the chat. What's up, Floyd? Hope you're having a great evening, buddy. See you very soon, my man. Timothy Wright, Simon, Ty Smith in the $51 general machine. Jimmy there in the JBL ride. Back with us here tonight. Jimmy in the 18 trying his best. He's got 3 races to try to run down that points leader, and he needs Tony to have an unseasonably bad 3 races to get it done. Could he do it? Well, he would have to have everything go exactly perfectly. With 5 minutes to go in qualifying here tonight, how is everyone's evening as we get ready to go tonight? Tony Blake Brewer right now, fastest car on track here for the LongHorn Run 201. Bern Hawkins slightly with him there, 30.5 to a 30.509. 2 great runs here tonight. Yeah, right. Your hauler broke down in Florida. I'm not even going to respond to that on air. I'm not going to do it. The hauler got broken in Florida. It didn't break down. Anyway, Ty right there on the racetrack, ready to go. Timothy Wright, Jim, Eddie, Ty Smith on the racetrack right now. Jimmy gonna roll through in the JBL 18. Eddie right there down the back straightaway. That beautiful looking 27 truck. There's nobody really quicker than Tony here tonight yet. That truck has been on rails all season. It looks like he is going to grab yet another point or a pole. If it stays the way it is, the only one that hasn't turned a time, Jim Willis, has yet to turn a time here tonight. We'll say, where's Jim? There is the 53 of Jim. He'll kind of clock in right now in fourth, or what's that, 11th for Jim? Good little qualifying effort. The Tony, Bern, Paul, Jimmy, Timothy Wright, Simon, Andrew, Tracy, Bethel, Ty, Doug, Jim, Stevens, not the greatest qualifying effort, 39.90 or 30.90. Man, I actually thought Dustin had more speed than that. Damn. We'll roll it off here. And my prediction kind of holds true here. We're going to get ready to talk to soon to be our pole sitter, the man of the hour, Tony Blake Brewer, looking to sweep up another bonus point, and let's talk to him. All right, we'll get him down here. Tony Blake Brewer, Matt in the booth, you get a copy. You got me there, Tony, bub? Hey, Tony, Matt up here in the booth, get a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, yet again, top of the board for you, man. That's going to be bonus points again. This is what you've done so well this year, Tony, is you've just kind of woven everything together.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be consistent, man, and I barely got that one, but I'm glad I got it.
All righty, man. Well, good luck in the actual race tonight. Congratulations on another pole here tonight, and we will see you here in a little while.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we're going to move him back to, I think he's hanging out with the Bethel guys, so we'll move him up there. And then we'll talk to Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, Matt up here in the booth, got a copy. Hey, Jimmy, you got me, bub?
Yeah, man. What's going on, Matthew?
Not much. I know it was a long shot, man, but you were trying to grab those bonus points with 3 rounds left, trying to do something. What's your plan over the coming weeks? Are you at the point now just go for wins?
Yeah, I think it's just go for wins right now. If I can be there at the end, great. There's always, a point where something, may take Tony out or might have a caution. Might have an. I don't want that to happen. I want to win it, kind of outright. But Tony's always fast, great competitor, and as we see tonight, everybody's right there. So just gonna have to keep trying, keep digging, and make the best of it.
All right, man. I'm gonna move you back down. Good luck tonight, Jimmy.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jimmy. Everybody trying to do what he can to close the gap. Let's talk to starting P2 tonight if we can. There's old Vern out of Austin Taylor Racing. Hey, Vern.
Okay.
You got me there, Vern?
Hi. Yeah. I was
Right.
mid-conversation. I was like, uh-oh.
You never know. You just never know. Anyway, P2, I know he edged you out here, but so close to a pole here tonight.
It's going to be a close race. It's going to be fun. Turn one's going to be tricky.
All right. Well, what can you do to get up there and get Tony done? Get Tony and get by Tony.
Save some tires and go for it.
Yes, sir. But it should be a good one, Vern.
Oh,
we
yeah.
will see you here very soon, bud. That number 3 looking good tonight.
Yep. Feel free to talk whenever, man.
Yes, sir. All right, I'll let you go finish your conversation now. Since I yanked you.
Thank you, guys. Yep. Have a good night.
All right, we're going to move him back to Austin Taylor. There we go. Four minutes to go. So again, they're going to get ready to roll back off, and the field tucked in here. 5 minutes to kind of work the car, get it the best you can here tonight, get it worked on, get it as quick as possible before you go. Now it's going to be Bethel on track. Tracy Bethel right there, Vern Hawkins right there as well as Tony Brewer trying to work that car. Ty Smith, they're in the field in the 51 machine. Jimmy there as well with Andrew Simon. Eddie, but it's the 67 of Tracy now out there also trying to get some left in. Who's he got with it, Tony? So they'll work the bottom here, and I think that's going to be the groove that we try to get these trucks ready to roll the bottom the best we can. Tony up top. So, yeah, I don't see the top lane 1 and 2 being much here. Bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4 maybe. That's about all we got here with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. So as we roll through, we're going to go to one more commercial break for warm up. When we come back, we're going to be ready to go green flag racing here tonight.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day. One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out, had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand we have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it on down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. And it was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
All right, and we are done with warm-up here tonight. We're going to get ready to turn this thing loose. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Longhorn Run 201 in Texas. Here we go, starting on inside row number 1. It's going to be Tony Blake Brewer. Vern Hawkins will follow up on the outside lane. Paul D. Brown will go to third here tonight with Jimmy there in fourth. Timothy Wright in fifth, Simon in sixth, Jim Wills in seventh. Andrew Ramsey, 8th. 9th is Tracy Bethel. I. Smith going to roll off 10th. Row number 11 here tonight. Doug going to be alongside Brad Wilson. Dustin Stevens and Eddie there in that Ram as well. And that will round out your 14 trucks here tonight. One fast repair as always. No stages to worry about here tonight in Texas. 134 laps, 201 miles for the Texas Longhorn. The Longhorn Run 201. The field is stacked, racked, ready to go here tonight. And you'll see these 15, 16 trucks. I think we got 2 that came in and backed out. And this racetrack is tricky. The bottom is where you want to be, but it's tricky down there. Down in turn 1, with turn 1 being flatter than turn 3 and 4. That really throws things off. So ready to go, double file, ready to go to green. Lights will go off on the pace car. So again, your Tracy right there, your Ty, Brad, Dustin, Timothy Wright, Eddie. Tony Blake Brewer will lead. Lights are off. Ready to go. Here we go. Lights off on the pace truck. Out of turn 4. They'll stack up nice and tight. Coming to green this time by. Green flag will wave. We're underway in Texas. The Longhorn Run 201 is underway. 3 wide behind them, headed for 1 right now. Taking a look 3 wide. Watch out. Get up in the gray stuff. You'll get in trouble. 1 car loose on the bottom. That's the 51. They'll spread apart down the back straightaway. Tony now with Vern alongside. Vern going to clear Tony. Vern will take the race lead early. Burn clear. Everybody else battling behind him. Simon. Ty Smith. Right there as well. One car free in front of Ty. It's going to be Andrew Ramsey trying to hang on to that truck. Up the hill goes Tracy Bethel. Or no, that wasn't Tracy. That was the other truck, the 06. Up the hill, way out the way. So hang on into 3 and 4. Timothy Wright, way up the hill here. Gives them room to the bottom. Oh, we got a truck sideways on the bottom. Oh, hard impact. Andrew Ramsey. Truck destroyed, no caution as of yet. But Andrew's truck is destroyed. Got the grass, got sideways, hard into the wall. Careens up the racetrack. Somehow we stay green. But Ramsey's night gonna come to a premature end. Meanwhile, Vern, Tony, Jimmy, your top 3. Jimmy chasing Vern right now. Paul D. Brown. Simon, Ty Smith. Timothy Wright, Tracy Bethel. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead, 5 laps on the board. Tony Brake Brewer. Paul D. Brown, and we got a caution on the racetrack, and it's Jimmy around. First yellow of the night, lap number 5. Already problems here tonight. Jimmy going to get slowed up, and there you have it. Something happened way before then, slowed him up tremendously. What happened here? Oh, contact sideways. Correction. And there we go. Precaution. Wow, Jimmy having real problems here. That's not going to help a champion. Oh, didn't want to use that, but that worked. One more look here. Hit the wrong button, but that works. The 18 sideways. Man. Over 6 laps in. Back under yellow. So Vern leads under yellow here tonight. Lights on the iRacing pace truck right now. Vern leading Tony. If we can talk to him here. Where is Vern? There he is. Hey,
Yellow
Vern.
flag.
Hey,
Can't
Vern.
do that. I mean, you're gonna have to be the one.
Hey, Vern.
Go ahead.
How's the truck out front right now since you got clean air, bud?
Tight.
Tight.
It's tight. Just
Yep.
tight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
4.
But no, I was muting some. I had some other chatter going through the radio there. No, she's a little racy here. I missed the corner there in 3 and 4, and Tony got back outside of me, but we drew it into 1 and got back out in front. See how the restart goes.
There we go. We'll see if fresh air helps.
Oh yeah, we'll hopefully it does.
Yes, sir.
Gotta save them tires.
Save, save, save. All right, there we go. So again, fresh air going to be a thing. As we're just 7 laps in, already a couple of incidents. Go back, Andrew Ramsey out of this event after a major impact earlier. No yellow for that one, but I think his truck pretty much done for. So we're 8 laps complete. And we should get to 1 to green here, and we'll double them back up. So here we go. Double file. 8 of 134 in the books here tonight. So down the back straightaway, side by side, ready to go. Field ready to get at her. What can we see here? There is the 20. Outside, Vern out front. Ready for the restart. It's going to be Vern Hawkins out front leading, coming to green. 9 laps on the board. Let's go. We're underway. Big time jump right now. Leader's going to get away. Everybody else will double file out behind him. Brad Wilson there in the 83. Vern leading down the back. Tony Blake Brewer. Blake right behind the race leader of Vern, digging behind him. Up top, wiggle out of the steering wheel. So as you can see, the 3 leading. Tony tucked in behind him. Crossing the stripe now, single file, your top 3 trucks. Jimmy with Brad. Dustin Stevens there as well. Doug trying to make up some ground in the 321. Doug right now back in 10th spot here tonight. Doug trying to get himself a top 10 right here. Dustin Stevens holding on to 9th. Right behind Jimmy. Jimmy, of course, brought the caution out there in the 18. Used that fast repair, but already behind the 8 ball early here tonight. There goes the 18 right around that 83 of Brad Wilson. He'll make room to the bottom and clear. Down the back straightaway. So now down the front, they'll clip the grass. Right through 3 and 4. Down the back straightaway we go. Tony, Paul, 14 laps on the board. $14 this time by with Vern Hawkins. So right now we're 14 of 134 laps in here tonight. Continuing to roll with Vern Hawkins out in front of Tony Blake Brewer. The Blake man behind him. That 20 machine nice and tight. Rolling down the front straightaway, here we go. 15 laps on the board. On board, Tony Blake Brewer, Paul D. Brown. Brown down, then Simon, then Tracy. You're on board with Tracy Bethel right now. Tracy right there in the 67. holding off that 51 machine. Vern leads. Out front, 16 complete. $16 laps in here tonight of the 134. Tony Blake Brewer, Paul D. Brown. Right in line, Paul D. Simon there as well. Vern leading. 18 laps on the board. Tony behind him, Paul behind him, Simon, Ty, Tracy, Jimmy, Timothy back there as well as Dustin. Then you're going to have Doug tight to Dustin right now. Taking a look on board, there's Tony Blake Brewer, tucked right up behind that truck in front of him of Vern Hawkins. And you can see Tony putting the pressure to him right now, trying to do what he can, get him to look in the mirror. Not gonna look in the mirror just yet. And that's hard to put pressure on a car like that. Man, take a look here all over the back bumper. Really pushing to try to get to Vern. Try to get Vern to make a mistake here. As we're working 20 laps in, lap time wise, we're down about 4 to 5 tenths of a second throughout the field on tires right now. Tony, Paul, right there in the mix also. So now we're 21 and 134 complete. Field still trying to figure out what to do here. Vern out front. Paul, Tony gonna be able to edge alongside the 20i racing machine. There's Tony Blake Brewer alongside now. Off the corner, side by side, nearly door banging right now. Just not enough to get clear. Tony and Vern, nice and tight. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Tony gonna use Vern up. Up the hill we go. They're gonna lift. That's gonna give Paul D a run behind him, but he had to kind of jump out of it. And they'll single file back out into one. Man, what a race here tonight. 22 laps on the board. The 22 in. It's been a good race already. And you see Vern starting to kind of inch away. Tony, Paul, Simon, Ty behind him. Man, what a night here. We're 23 laps complete. Absolute wonderful racing. Back through the field a little bit further here. There's Tracy Bethel back there with Doug. 8th and 9th. And there you go. Taking a look here. Doug putting pressure with Tracy. He'll just about get to the left rear quarter panel. You see Dustin right behind those two. Kind of filling in right now. Dustin inside the top 10. Up to 10th at the moment. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead here tonight. Right to the bottom, 25 of 134 in. And you see Vern starting to kind of skip away just a little bit. And what a race here. We're 26 laps in. It's already been a barn burner in Texas. Taking a look at Vern trying to pull back away. Vern trying to get away here over Tony. Taking a look at Vern, Tony, Paul, Simon, Jimmy, Ty Smith, Timothy Wright, Tracy Bethel, Doug, and then Dustin. Your 10th place truck. At your top 10, Eddie back there in 11th, Jim in 12th. Here tonight, kind of way off the pace. Meanwhile, Vern dragging Tony around here. Tony trying to run like a dog with his tongue sticking out, trying to run him back down. Oh, way high. You see the flame out the pipes of Paul. He had to jump out the throttle. Oh, lost a lot of ground there. Had to really jump out of the throttle. Man, oh man, Vern. He went to pull. "30 laps this time, but man, what a race." You see Vern just sketching away from Tony, Paul D, doing what he can. Simon, Jimmy, Tim right there as well, right off into the corner. He'll go to the bottom. So as you can see, Hawkins just pulling away. That's Vern Hawkins just moving forward right now. "31 of 134 in the books. Tony, Simon, Jimmy, Timothy, Ty. We're 31 laps in here tonight. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead. Taking a look, Vern over Tony. The gap still 2:10. Tony Blake Brewer, Paul D. Brown, Simon behind them as well. With 33 complete of 134. Ty Smith, black flag for that truck. The tie on pit road speeding penalty. Vern Hawkins continuing to pull for 0.3 of a second now between Vern and Tony. These three trucks, they'll hit pit road here very soon. Which of these three dive down first, start the cycle for your race leaders. Is it this time? No, it's not. Tony right to the rear deck lid of Vern. Vern gonna hold him back there. Again, Ty Smith with that pit road speeding penalty. Jimmy right now back into 5th after that spin earlier. Simon running 4th. But Vern doing a wonderful job holding on. Tony, Paul, 36 laps complete. Man. .36 and 134, taking a look at Vern and Tony going at it. Nose to tail. 36 laps in, Tony out front, Vern behind him. And there we go, pit road gonna open up. Vern gonna be one of the first ones down out of these front trucks down pit road. Jimmy gonna come with him at lap 37. Well, 36 complete on that set. So 36 lap fuel run for the driver of the 3. Nice job. And no speeding penalty as of yet. No speeding penalty right now. As long as the exit's clean, there we go. We got more trucks coming to pit road. Tony on pit road now in the 20. He'll come down for his stop lap number, well, the end of 37 here. It looks like Paul D. Brown, Timothy Wright can go about another 7 laps, but they're not going to choose to. They'll come on down. Well, at least one of them. Well, penalty for Doug. Black flag on the 321 of Doug. Speeding pit road entry. So that's 2 pass-throughs. Now we're down to Timothy Wright, then Dustin Stevens, Eddie, all these guys that need to make a stop in this first cycle. Dustin stretching it out here, hoping to catch a yellow, maybe get the lead a lap here. Let's see, he's going to stay out yet another lap here. And there, yes, he will lead a lap. There comes Jimmy to unlap himself. So Dustin going to run along with Timothy Wright, Jim, Eddie. I think Wright's on pit road now. So that'll leave Dustin, Stevens, Eddie, and Jim running along here tonight. Now Stevens going to make a commitment to pit road. He'll come down lap 40 on this fuel set. Dustin, that's a very shallow entry, buddy. Jim going to come down with him. So there we go. Jim will come down. That will only leave Eddie on track. Now, Eddie can go about another 4 to 5 laps on fuel if he wants to run long. Let's see if he decides to run long here. Well, not quite. He's not going to come down yet. It'll be interesting to see how long Eddie stays out there. This should cycle back through to Tony Blake Brewer being your leader. Vern Hawkins will be second when it cycles. But Eddie going to play the long game, hope to grab a yellow here. He'll have up to Dustin put 1 lap down right now. Oh, don't wreck the truck coming to pit road, bud. Oh, no. Oh, he missed pit road. Eddie, buddy. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Here comes Dustin to unlap himself. Dustin gonna go low here. Eddie was trying to get to pit road, got on the apron, got free. You saw he had half the car on the apron, half the car on the racetrack. That de-wedges the truck, makes it really free when you enter like that. Let's see if he can get it down here this time. Nope, he's gonna stay out. Okay. He's got a couple more laps he can run. Which, why not if you're Eddie, right? Meanwhile, Jimmy, Paul battle for 4th and 5th on the racetrack right now. So Jimmy and Paul right there, nose to tail. 4th and 5th place. We're 45 laps in. Eddie continuing to roll out front. Tony right there in second. So it's Tony Blake Brewer, but now taking over the race lead right now. Vern Hawkins tucked in the line behind him. Now Eddie, pit road speeding penalty. Eddie, buddy. He'll be speeding on the pit road. Not what you want. So now the first cycle of pit stops officially complete at lap 46. Tony and Vern now 9 and 10 laps on their set respectively for both of those guys. Paul with 8 laps on it. Simon back there. Simon right here with Timothy right behind him. Then Paul D. Brown in this battle inside the top 5. Good little battle between Simon and Paul. They'll go side by side out of 4. Nice and tight up off the corner. Paul gonna try to clear Simon into 1. Simon gonna clear Paul, excuse me, into 1. There you go. Paul gonna drop in line. Back to 5th. Update on Stuart Bethel. Wait just a second. Paul D. Brown crossover. Simon had to lift. Paul gonna cross him over and get right back to the inside line. Give it back to Paul. So Wright will end up 6th. Tracy 7th, and 8th is Dustin right now. Again, green flag run has been for a while. Tony Blake Brewer and Vern Hawkins, this battle heating back up between these two drivers. Clearly the fastest 2 race trucks on track. Last time by was your top 2. The 20 points leader, Tony Blake Brewer, and then Vern, and then Jimmy, your 3rd place truck. About 4 seconds behind that. Tony trying to take it back to victory lane yet again. Paul D. Brown back there going for it. And on top of that, Tony just sweeping through, got the 5 points for the pole earlier. Trying to get the points for winning. If he can do all these things tonight with 2 rounds left, I'm pretty confident mathematically he's got it clinched here for season 2. And, you know, he has had such a season in that 20 truck. From the word go here, really not surprised we're sitting in this position. Vern's gonna work him for this race win though, as we work lap 52 in the LongHorn Run 201. Hawkins, Jimmy, Paul, and then of course Simon Timothy Wright a little further back, Tracy Bethel by himself. So really the first 4 or 5 trucks, the only trucks really around one another right now. Tony Blake Brewer continuing to lead. So Tony leading the charge, Blake out front, continuing to lead. We're 54 laps in. (54 of 134 complete). So right now, you're Tony Blake Brewer, and you're really dominating the night here tonight. So as you can see, Tony, Vern, Paul, Simon, Timothy Wright back there as well. So Timothy Wright holding on. Tony Blake Brewer out front, Vern Hawkins. We're 56 laps in. Here tonight in the scheduled 134. Top 2 trucks within 1/10 of each other if you're just joining us. Burned last time by 31.4 to a 31.5 for Tony. So pretty much identical lap times. They're right about roughly midway where they can go on this fuel run. You see Paul D. Brown, Simon behind Paul. Pretty much single file action throughout the field here tonight right now. Man, what an evening it has been. Ramsey out early with a big incident that never brought out the caution. That truck had a massive impact. Truck's gonna roll the bottom right now. So there you have it. Taking a look. Tony Blake Brewer, Vern Hawkins, Jimmy behind him. Paul D. Brown, Simon, Timothy Wright right there. So Wright hanging on. So right now we're 59 laps in. You can see up front Tony pulling away. Right, getting away from the field right now. So there you have it, 60 laps complete of 134 here this evening. So again, right now, taking a look with Tony Blake Brewer out front, getting after it right now. Vern Hawkins behind him. Paul D. Brown back there also. There's Brown and Simon. Simon, Timothy Wright, Tracy Bethel, Tony Blake Brewer out front. We're 63 laps in here tonight of 134. Tony Blake Brewer over Vern Hawkins. So as you can see, Tony out front getting after it right now. Right now, Tony, Vern, Jimmy, Paul. Just a lot of great race trucks right now going for it here tonight. Tony Blake Brewer leading. Stretching it out over Vern Hawkins, 7/10 of a second. First to second. In, there's Jimmy right behind him. Tony, Vern, Jimmy there as well. Tony taking a look. Paul D. Brown, Timothy Wright, Simon. It's Tony Blake Brewer continuing to dominate. He should be coming now within the next, well, I mean, Vern came in early for that stop, but mathematically speaking, here's the problem with that stretch. 68 laps. That's a long run to the end. I don't understand that call. But he'll exit pit road. I don't think you could stretch it 68 here tonight. That is a long, long run to the end of this race for Vern. Kind of confused on that strategy call. He's back on track. Let's see what we got here. I am doing math, and that is not a good. I just don't see that truck. Let's see, they can go another 10. They're not going to make it either. So maybe Vern is going to play this where everybody has to make 2 stops anyway. I think that's what he's thinking. And by math, I think he's going to be just on the edge of being right with 69 laps complete. We're 66 to go. They got about another 10 laps. Yep, more trucks to pit road now. Simon down. Jimmy down, Bethel down, so definitely everybody going to have to make another stop after this one. So that should put their final stop. They can run to about, I'd say 20 to go-ish in this race. So a very interesting strategy call. I think it might work out for Vern here. He's hoping to make up enough ground on Tony here to jump him and really pull away. Timothy Wright moving to second. Vern Hawkins there as well. There we go, Tony down pit road. Tony gonna come down to 20. So Tony down 71 laps to end here with 64 to go. We'll see where he comes out in relation to Byrne. That's kind of the battle for the win we're watching, keeping an eye on. Where does he roll out? He's 2 tires up. There he goes, rolling. Byrne should be coming by now. You see it outside. And there goes Byrne. So that 5 laps earlier going to get him that much of a lead. Look at the lead he's going to have on Tony when this cycle's out. Now, the only thing Tony can do here is try to flip that on the end of this run and pit way earlier than Byrne. Try to flip the rolls around. So, you know, Dustin Stevens, black flag, entering pit road. Speeding on pit road for the 06. That was some good 3D chess by Vern to go in that early, get the tires that quick, and get back out. Very, very smart here on this stop. And now everybody's going to have to make one more green flag stop. So if you pitted right now, you can make it to about, I'm going to guess, 15 to go-ish on fuel numbers. But I don't see anybody pushing it that far. As soon as they get in a window, come down and grab that second set. That window should open here in about 20 laps. You can comfortably make it 42 laps on a run easily. So the 3 trunk out front. Dustin gonna have to serve a pass through. Simon now gonna move to 4th. Timothy, Paul D. Brown right there, and Simon. So let's hop on board here. Listen in with Tony for about a lap here tonight. Let's go crank it up with Tony. All right, back here as you're on board with Tony Blake Brewer. Right now, still 2.5 seconds back from your race leader as we're 8 laps in this tire run. It should be very interesting how all this plays out at the end. Taking a look at Simon and Paul, they've been going at it. Feels like the last 40 laps or so, around the 4th and 5th spot. So 80 and 134 in. And I'm looking here. Vern right now, last time by 133, 130 or 31.3 to a 31 flat. So that's kind of where that sets right now. Vern Hawkins. You see Vern back there taking a look at Jimmy up to 6. What a valiant run by Jimmy here tonight. Not looking great for Jimmy. There is old Jimmy with Tracy Bethel behind him, 1 lap down. Stevens will roll by. Stevens had that speeding penalty put in by the 8 ball as well. We're 82 laps in here tonight. Really, the strategy call is what's going to win this race or lose it for one of these guys. Vern Hawkins continuing to lead. Vern leading. Tony there as well. Timothy. Paul D. Brown. So again, we're 85 laps in with Vern Hawkins leading. 19 laps on his tires compared to 14, and you can see the gap consistently closing. Tony now 1.5 seconds back. All this really is going to come down to that final pit stop when they choose to have it. When do you choose to hit pit road? Boy, oh boy, when do you do it? When do you hit pit road tonight? That final, also important stop that we're coming up on. Timothy Wright, Paul D. Brown, Simon there as well in line. Simon the Diamond, 49 laps to go here in Texas in the LongHorn Run 201. So we're 87 laps complete. And caution on the racetrack. Who is it that went around? And it's the 51 to Ty Smith. Late race yellow. What in the world happened here? Ty Smith gonna get up, get in the wall. And Dustin gets in the back of him, can't get checked up. And that will bring the caution out. And we are right on the edge of making it on one more stop. I think we're good by a few laps. But this is going to tighten everything back up. Tracy Bethel should have got the lucky dog here. So Tracy should get the lucky dog right now. Long green flag runs in this race has been the story. 88 complete. So caution is out. So we're 89 complete. So working at 90 this time. So we're 90 laps this time by here. So that will give us 45 laps to go with Tony Blake Brewer. And what in the world they're going to elect not to stop here? Two by two, lights off on the pace car. So we're going to get ready to go to green. Here we go. It is Vern Hawkins out front. Vern gonna bring them to green here tonight. Out at turn 4, lights are off. Here we go. Lights off on the pace car. It's Vern Hawkins leading. Coming to green. Green flag in the air. Let's go. We're back underway here tonight. Back out front, Vern Hawkins leading the charge. 91 laps in. Hawkins over Timothy right behind him. Timothy trying to roll. Timothy right now behind Vern Hawkins, Tony Blake Brewer, Ty Smith, fresh tires, spun the truck out, got fresh tires, trying to run himself through the field to get one of these laps back. Let's see if it works out for him. Caution on the racetrack. Second yellow in a row, we will slow them back down. Who was it this time? Caution's out. I believe it's Jimmy again. Uh-oh. Yep, contact between Dustin and Jimmy. And Jimmy gonna slide the truck. Gets into the inside wall. Keep in mind, he's already used that fast repair. And unfortunately for Jimmy, that's not gonna help the rest of his night. But folks, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we'll be ready for more action here tonight from Texas.
I'm Dan, owner of Tint World Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day. One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out, had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand we have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is, the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. And it was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
All right, double file yet again here at Texas, ready to get back to racing here tonight. Field gonna come off of turn 2 and get ready to go. Two by two. Field side by side. Ready to go to green. Simon. Coming to green this time by. Fresh tires on Paul D. Brown. Jimmy with their set as well, ready to go. Tony Blake Brewer, I think we're getting tight on tires here tonight, ready to go. Simon right there, here we go. Was just the right call for Paul to take these tires right now. Let's see. Burn back here as well. He's got a fresh set on his. So we do have some fresh tires back here, and this is where it gets tricky. Fresh versus old tires, speed difference, everything that goes along with that. There's Vern, Paul, Tony, Blake Brewer out front. 26 lap old tire for Tony. And again, we're 38 to go here tonight. Tracy Bethel inside the top 5, but he's got old tires on this set, but he'll have a set for later if we get a weight ratio. We're starting to see a lot of gambling. Ty Smith out of shape. Oh boy, Jimmy back here trying to pick through traffic. Ty Smith on fresher tires. You see how this happens. Meanwhile, Paul D. Brown up to fourth. Last time by 36. He is quicker than your leader right now on tires. Oh! Hard in the wall for Simon. So Paul D. Brown going to go the outside of Simon here. Try to get there at least. 37 laps to go. Take a look at tire fall off here. Oh boy, this is going to get good. Tony Blake Brewer out front in the 20. 28 lap old tires on that truck, and so is Timothy Wright's. Simon trying to hold on to that race truck. He's going to have Paul D. Brown all over him. So a mixture of tire strategy right here at the end with 35 to go. So it's 34 to go. This time by whose strategy will pay off in the end? Brown has kind of stalled out behind Simon. If he can get by Simon here, I think Simon's holding him up a little bit. Vern fresh tires are coming. What's weird is those 6 lap overs. I don't know if they took tires, but they're pretty much running the same speed as your leader in fresh traffic or fresh air right now. How does this play towards the end? Paul just completely bogged down behind Simon right now. Meanwhile, Timothy Wright right now over the back bumper. Tony Blake Brewer, the Tint World Machine, gonna roll to the outside. Try to get a run up off the corner. 1:03:33 to go. "103 laps complete here. Now you're going to have Timothy and Tony right there in line with one another. So again, we're 104 laps in. Right now, Timothy Wright up top, Tony Blake Brewer. The bottom right gets in the wall. So again, you look at Tony continuing to pull away. Tony, Paul, Simon. Simon now kind of bogged down in fourth. Tracy in fifth. And now, with just 30 to go here tonight, tires doesn't seem to be being as big a factor, at least yet, as I thought they would. "106 laps complete." You see Tony continuing to lead over Timothy right behind him. And right now you're seeing Timothy 4/10 back. Taking a look, Timothy Wright trying to close, trying to get to the back bumper of Tony Blake Brewer. So again, Tony. Oh, Tony down pit road speeding penalty. Race leader, pit road speeding penalty. Ty Smith, same thing. Oh no. Oh boy. Tony, man. Had absolutely dominated the night. Ty Smith will come back around. But that strategy call just did not work. Tony Blake Brewer too fast entering. Tony pit road. Timothy Wright, black flag, entering pit road too fast. So the guys that didn't stop under yellow played this call. Wow. Too fast entering. My goodness. A 54-second stop for Tony. Timothy Wright too fast. Ty Smith too fast. So who's it going to be now? Paul takes over the race lead. He's got 17 laps on this run. I think he's comfortable to make it to the end here. Vern, same thing. Wow. Did this race just fall into Paul's lap? Yeah, he should have plenty of fuel. Are you kidding me? Just the wrong strategy call for some of these guys. Jimmy also can make it. How that worked out for Paul and Vern, I will never understand. But I do believe, I mean, it's going to be a stretch. But with 23 to go, they're going to have to run. Let's see. They're going to have to run 41 laps. So you're going to have to save just enough to get the 41. So here's the thing. You can't race each other, because you do need to save a little bit, which I think right now they're both actively doing to get to the end. But if they can get to the end and we don't get a caution, this worked out brilliantly for them. $21 laps to go. Paul D. Brown leading. $20 to go. This time by. So field's going to be slow here. Taking a look at Paul out front, 20 laps to go. Here at Texas Motor Speedway, TMS. You see Paul leading. You see everybody going by him, but he's a lap down. Is Tony Blake Brewer and so many more. Jimmy a lap down. 19 to go here tonight. Man, 18 to go. $18 to go. Paul D. Brown leading. Vern there in second. Down the back straightaway. $17 to go. Paul pulling away with 17 laps to go. So again, with 17 to go, what do you do if you're Paul D. Brown? Easy does it. 16 laps left. Paul, Vern, Simon back there as well. 16 to go. Taking a look with Paul just pulling away. 7 seconds right now. Now Simon is quick, but again, he is way back there because of this strategy that worked out. The biggest thing is Paul and Vern able to make it to the end on fuel? They got 14 more laps to go. If I'm Paul, I've got a 7-second lead. Vern's already saving. And Vern's saving a lot. If I'm Paul, I start hitting the button, start clutching, doing anything I can to save. You got a 7-second lead. It doesn't matter how far you are ahead if you don't have enough fuel to get there. Start saving fuel. $13 to go. $13 laps to go. Paul, Vern, Simon. Coming to 12. Coming to 11 this time by. $11 laps to go. So 11 through, they'll work their way down. $11 laps to go here tonight in Texas. Can Paul hold on 11 more trips? That's all he's got to do. 10 to go. Ten laps to go. This time by. $10 to go. He's just got to really save. If you're Vern, if you're these other guys, you got to save as well. There's Jimmy. Hauling butt, but way too far back to do anything here. He's got the fuel. If we get a late race yellow, it changes everything. If not, this is going to be Vern or Paul's race to win, I feel like. Last time by, Paul backed way off of it with 8 to go. Some of the other guys just missed the mark here tonight. Eight laps to go. Eight to go here in Texas. Paul D. Brown, 7 laps. And again, he's got Vern breathing down his neck. Seven to go. You see Paul, you see Vern, you see Simon. Coming to 5 laps to go this time by. 5 to go. Vern Hawkins tucked in line, 5 laps to go. There's Vern with Paul D. Brown out front. Five laps to go here. There is Paul. Paul still saving fuel. 4 to go this time by. 4 to go. Vern Hawkins with Simon and Jimmy there in the mix also. Looking for 3 laps to go. Vern Hawkins sitting right there, 3 to go. Vern just a little bit further back now, looking for 3 to go. Does Paul have enough fuel left in the tank to make it 3 more trips around? In theory, he should. Vern, Simon in the top 3, Jimmy in 4th. And again with 3 to go without a yellow here. Two to go. Across the stripe. 2 laps to go. Vern Hawkins. Paul D. Brown. Coming to 1 lap to go this time by. Paul has got about a lap and a half before he goes to victory lane here tonight. He's got a 6-second lead. Vern as well. Paul's got to make it stretch 1 extra lap of fuel. 1 lap to go for Paul D. Brown. Paul into turn 1. Truck looking good. He's just got to save. I think he's going to be okay. Strategy call here tonight is going to bring Paul D. Brown out of turn 4 to get the checkered flag right here. Paul wins it at Texas. Great work, Paul. Vern, Simon there as well. Checkered flag for Simon. Wow. Paul D. Brown getting it done off a strategy here tonight. What a win for Paul. Great work, bud. That was all strategy and it worked beautifully. That was very much impressive. Wow. Still enough fuel left in the tank. I'll burn it down here tonight. What a move here this evening. Your winner of the Longhorn Run 201, Paul D. Brown. Wow. P3 tonight, Simon Vern P2. What a run for Paul to put this one in the books. Wow. All right, let's see if we can start getting guys down here. I guess we'll go third to first. There's Paul. There he is. Paul D. Brown. Paul, Matt in the booth, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
How about that strategy call, bud?
Dude, I didn't expect that to work. I figured there'd be another caution. You know, we had, 3 right there in a row?
Yeah, yeah.
I was short, but then I had to save, and thank God Vern had to save too.
How about that? It doesn't matter how you got to do it as long as you get the victory lane, bub.
Heck yeah, man.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good deal.
Man, oh man. I'm happy for you, dude. Good job. How much
Thank
you
you.
have left in the tank when you took the checker?
Well, 0.6. So I shut it off and just rolled around the track so I could do a little bit of a burnout there at the end.
Wow. A half a lap to the good. Good
Yep.
work. I've never been a fuel saving guy myself, man.
It is not easy to do, that's for sure. You're watching the timing more than anything. You know, when's the guy behind me gonna gas it up and try to go, and do I have enough saved in order for that to happen? And it's so much going on in your head.
Well, man, how's it feel, victory lane here tonight at Texas, buddy?
Oh, it's awesome. I knew we had a good truck, but I didn't think we had a winning truck. So
Well,
very
man,
cool.
I know we're getting late in the season, but that's a way to kind of wind down the season, start putting it in victory lane.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
All righty, man, Paul. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, just the guys here. I mean, that was some good stuff. That was some good racing. Had a bunch of good races with these guys.
Yes, sir, man, and big time. Congratulations, man, on the win here tonight. Great work, great strategy.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, Paul D. Brown, everybody. Victory lane here tonight in the Longhorn Run 201, and we're going to let him go celebrate that one. We'll get him back up here. Let's grab Vern coming home second. Vern, buddy, Matt in the booth, get a copy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, you had to save right along with Paul, and you ended up P2 with it.
Yeah, I saved too much. I had a whole lap extra. I should have went sooner.
Should have went for it sooner. One of those deals.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
man,
but it happens.
I didn't expect it to go green, to be honest.
No, I didn't either. That's why I was kind of just riding even slower, trying to save tires, and we made it on fuel. Got second. Good for Paul to win. Nice to see him win. Not sure what happened to Tony. Did he get a penalty? I'm not sure. I didn't see.
I
But,
believe it was a speeding penalty.
Yeah, that sucks for him. So, but yeah, no, it was a good race. Other than that,
Yes,
just
sir.
out to turn laps.
Well, man, congratulations. Good job on on podium finish at least.
Nope, appreciate it.
All righty, man. I guess we'll see you right back here next week, right?
Yep, we'll see if I can make it, but planning on being here. So.
All right, Vern. We'll see you next week. Congratulations coming home second here tonight.
Thanks. Have a good night.
You too. So Vern, second, with the same strategy, didn't quite work as well. Simon coming on third. We'll see if we can grab Simon out of Austin Taylor as well. All right, Simon, Matt in the booth, you got a copy.
Copy, Matt. How you doing?
Doing well, man. Well, top 3 finish. How about that?
Pretty good. Had a lot of help there at the end from Tony giving me the pole. Got a good gap between Jimmy there. So
Well, strategy was all over the place tonight.
yeah, the race could have went a million different ways. You know, I'm sure there would be some talk about it, but I mean, went good for us. We got a good top 3 spot, so it was a good race. Truck felt nice, other than we got into the wall a little late, but it almost seemed to help us turn into the corners a little better. So
Yes, sir. Well, man, congratulations. Great work in top 3 here tonight, bud.
appreciate it, Matt. Thank you.
All righty, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or anything, man?
Shout out to Paul, man. Didn't think he'd make it on fuel, but he made it. So we were all doubting him, but he got it done. So good win on you, Paul.
There we go. Congrats, Paul. Good job, Simon. Good work finishing third here tonight, man.
Appreciate it.
All righty, everybody. There goes Simon. He's going to go back up to Austin Taylor. What a night it was in the LongHorn Run 201. 2 races remain for the season after the night. We go back and we run the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel 201 next week. That race was rescheduled in the week after. We go to Homestead for the season finale. Update for points when we get going here next week. Thank you for joining us here tonight. For everyone here at the Nationwide Truck Series presented by Tint World, we want to say thank you for watching, and we will see you guys 1 week from tonight in Kentucky. Have a great one, everyone.